No, 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 no. Stop it. You stop dying right now. Hey, click that button. Hello everyone, welcome to another Fudgetruck video. Today we're going to look at Holy Paladins in patch 5.0.4. A few interesting things happened to us Holy Paladins during the patch, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Probably the most noticeable and most important part of the changes to Holy Paladins in patch 5.0.4 is the change to Judgment. As of this patch, we are no longer using Judgment as a Holy Paladin, because it really does nothing anymore. The only real exception to this is when you take Selfless Healer, which, when you judge 3 times, gives you an instant flash of light. But in my opinion, I highly suggest you don't take that talent and stick with something better like Sacred Shield. Another small little change for us Holy Paladins in 5.0.4 is the fact that our Beacon of Light no longer has a duration when you put it on a target. It's there, and we don't have to worry about refreshing it constantly. Another little interesting change is that Holy Radiance no longer puts a hot on our targets that are affected by it. Instead, it pretty much just heals them and works just like a priest's prayer of healing. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at some of the talent choices that I chose for my Holy Paladin. Taking a look at the first talent tier, I chose Pursuit of Justice. Pursuit of Justice gives you a 15% base movement speed increase. In addition to that, there is a 5% additional movement speed increase for every holy power you have. And the reason I chose this is because no longer am I judging, and I just want to have that passive speed increase. In the second talent tier, you can see that I took Repentance. Now, it's really cool to have some sort of CC as a healer, and the only difference about Repentance now is that you have to cast it in order to use it, but it's still very effective and I love it. As we move down to the third tier, you can see that I took Sacred Shield. Sacred Shield works differently now and lasts for 30 seconds. Every 5 seconds it absorbs damage. In the fourth talent tier we have Unbreakable Spirit. Unbreakable Spirit will affect your Divine Shield, your Divine Protection, and your Lay on Hands. When you spend Holy Power, every time you do so, it reduces the cooldown by 1% on each of these skills. And simply put, the reason I chose this skill is because I like using those skills more often. Making our way down to the final and 5th talent position is Divine Purpose. Divine Purpose was pretty much the same thing that gave us our procs as Rep Paladins. And the reason I chose this is because procs and heals are awesome. The reason I didn't choose the other ones is because they seemed more of kind of like raid cooldowns when you have, oh shit, there's lots of boss, AoE damage and stuff like that. And I really didn't feel like they were that important for dungeons anyways. Alright, let's take this time now to talk about Holy Paladin glyphs. I'd like to note that any glyphs that I use are totally my choice and they are not by any means like the best of the best. But taking a look at the top here, we have Divine Plea. Divine Plea now acts as a 5-second cast and immediately gives you 12% of your total mana. Now the reason this is good is because it no longer reduces the healing you do. It just gives you instantly 12% mana, and that's kind of why I chose it. I thought it was kind of cool and interesting to play around with. Taking a look at the bottom right, you can see Glyph of Flash of Light. After using Flash of Light on a target for 7 seconds, the next healing spell you do deals 10% additional healing power. If you take a look to the left, you can see Glyph of Avenging Wrath. Now I just picked this because it was kind of cool and a little interesting. When you use Avenging Wrath, it heals you for 1% of your maximum health every 2 seconds. It's kind of cool, kind of interesting, kind of nice to pop it and then kind of forget about having to heal yourself as much for a little while. Now I'm not going to go over minor glyphs because more or less the glyphs anyways are just kind of play style and how you like to play, and minor glyphs are kind of just like little cosmetic stuff. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you for the changes on Paladins in 5.0.4. If you liked the video, please comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, like some feedback. I like to hear back from everyone that watches my videos. A little question for you, what do you think is the best change and what do you think is the worst change to Holy Paladins in this patch? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video.